Q8318. How is a flooded engine, equipped with a float-type carburetor, cleared of excessive fuel? A. Crank the engine with the starter or by hand, with the mixture control and cutoff, ignition switch off, and the throttle fully open, until the fuel charge has been cleared. B. Turn off the fuel and the ignition. Discontinue the starting attempt until the excess fuel has cleared. C. Crank the engine with the starter or by hand, with the mixture control and cutoff, ignition switch on, and the throttle fully open, until the excess fuel has cleared or until the engine starts. The correct answer is A. The correct option to clear a flooded engine equipped with a float-type carburetor of excessive fuel is to crank the engine with the starter or by hand, with the mixture control and cutoff, ignition switch off, and the throttle fully open, until the fuel charge has been cleared. This process is called engine flooding, and it happens when an excessive amount of fuel enters the engine cylinders, making the engine hard or impossible to start. By cranking the engine with the mixture control and cutoff, ignition switch off, and throttle fully open, the excess fuel will be cleared from the engine cylinders, allowing the engine to start normally. It is important to avoid overpriming or overchocking the engine to prevent engine flooding. Q8320. Generally, when an induction fire occurs during starting of a reciprocating engine, the first course of action should be to A. Discharge carbon dioxide from a fire extinguisher into the air intake of the engine. B. Continue cranking and start the engine if possible. C. Close the throttle. The correct answer is B. The recommended course of action in the event of an induction system fire while starting a reciprocating engine is to keep cranking and, if feasible, start the engine. The air that enters the engine as it begins will put out the fire. 8320-1. If a fire develops in an engine during the starting procedure, you should A. Discontinue the start attempt and allow the fireguard to extinguish the fire. B. Continue cranking to start the engine and extinguish the fire. C. Continue cranking and allow the fireguard to extinguish the fire. The correct answer is B. If an engine fire breaks out while the engine is being started, keep cranking to restart the engine while extinguishing the flames. Stop trying to start the engine if it won't start and the fire keeps burning. The fireguard should put out the fire with the tools at hand. 8321. When starting and ground operating an aircraft's engine, the aircraft should be positioned to head into the wind primarily. A. To aid in achieving and maintaining the proper air flow into the engine induction system. B. For engine cooling purposes. C. To help cancel out engine torque effect. The correct answer is B. To provide sufficient airflow over the engine for cooling reasons, position the aircraft to face the wind. 8322. When approaching the rear of an idling turbojet or turbofan engine, the hazard area extends aft of the engine approximately A. 200 feet. B. 100 feet. C. 50 feet. The correct answer is B. The danger zone is around 100 feet behind a turbojet or turbofan engine that is idle.